Hello, hello, sweet honeybees, and welcome to the Electric Honey Pot, where energy is the nectar of life. My name is Autumn, and this whole project is about the human experience. The good, the bad, the ugly, and all of the magic that happens in between. Today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with Steele. You probably know him as the incense guy that walks around forest, waving around the wonderful smelling incense and purifying the air. And today we are going to get his story and find out how he became the incense guy.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for this conversation. I knew I had to talk to you when the forest put you in my path a couple of different times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that tattoo on your leg, all the synchronicities of the days, it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was indeed. First of all, I love your project. I think it's a wonderful thing that you've got going on, a wonderful way to outreach and grow the community and just get people's stories out there. It's a truly wonderful thing you've got going. Thank you I'm happy to be a part of it. We got this little boy singing in my lap.
My dogs are very vocal.
Well, a little bit about me. I've been to camping festivals since I was really young. I went to a few back in the early 2000s, and I took a few years off, and my friends convinced me, and look, they had to convince me to go to Electric Forest 23. I was like, nah, I don't want to go. They're like, oh, come on. I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't have anything else going on that week. Why not? I'll do it.
Right.
So I went, and it was just the most magical time, the most amazing people. You had the best interactions. And I think it was Saturday in 23, I toasted up quite a bit of acid. Like the tide was high.
Right.
And I had a box of incense, a box of Nag Champa at my campsite. I would just burn like one stick every now and then. I was like, I'm gonna grab that whole box of incense. I'm just gonna go burn it. I'm gonna burn it at the festival, because they got all the sights, the lights, they got all the sounds and the bass, but I've got the smells.
Yeah.
I'll lock in the smells, and for me, Nag Champa is such a wonderful, wonderful smell. It takes me back to, and anyone that smells it, it'll take you back to your room in high school, wherever you were a little stoner, or maybe it'll take you to your favorite witchy aunt's house that was always burning sage and keeping the house a little spooky. Something like that. It brings so many people joy, and I'll position myself in like a bottleneck somewhere in the forest where people are just coming through and transferring in, and I'll wave and I'll dance and I'll smudge it. And people are so grateful. You just see the smile. First they're confused, like, what the hell? Like, oh, you see it on their face as their recognition sets in. And it's just such a wonderful feeling to be all the gratitude returned to me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It smells so good. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, bless me. And they'll come out and they'll spin in a circle in front of you and ask you to be blessed. And someone was like, oh, thank you. I really needed that. Like, me and my boyfriend just had a fight, or I just saw an argument and I just need to get that energy off me.
Yeah.
And you never know what's happening. And it's just, you get so many people, so much, like every now and then you'll see somebody and they're like waving the fan extra hard in their face or whatever, but no one's ever said anything negative, which is nice. And people are just, like I said, they'll come up to you and say, thank you, you're doing a great thing with this, and we'll give you a little trinket or some candy. It's just the most amazing, wholesome way that I can give back to the forest, because I feel like it's blessed me so much. So I want to be able to bless it and just put a little bit of sacred smoke in the air and some smiles on people's faces.
Absolutely. You're doing energy work through incense.
For sure.
Yeah. No, every single time I saw you over the weekend, it brought me joy. The first time I saw you, you were walking under the wind chimes, just turning it in a circle. And something that I find really interesting is when I actually had my spiritual awakening at a music festival called Astral Project, I was doing energy work with incense, just waving it in a circle and purifying air. And people in the barn while I was doing this was like, I felt really drawn to you.
Yeah.
So I just love that I had like that same kind of experience with you too.
That is excellent. Yeah, the part with the chandeliers, like the wind chimes, that was one of my favorite areas to post up because it was just a pure transition, like a hallway, a bottleneck. And I ran into so many people that I knew there that, I didn't necessarily travel with, people that I haven't seen since the last forest I went to in 23, people that I didn't even know were going to forest, I know from here, people I know from, wrestling. And it's just such a magical way to meet people. And then you hear, yo, Steele? Oh my God, dude, I haven't seen you in so long. And then we get reunited and have a big old hug. And it's just so lovely and pure and organic. And it's a great way. And it's also a good way to meet my people. When I'm looking for my group, they come right up to me. I just got surrounded by people around me. I'm like, oh, hey, it's Ian and Harry and Alicia. Hey, y'all, all the people from my campsite. What are y'all doing? Oh, we're going to a show. It's T up for Tiesto. Let's go. It's off to the ranch.
What would you say is the most magical experience you've had at Forest?
Oh, wow. I would say the human interactions, just like when you see people that are upset, like there was on the last night, on Sunday evening, we're done, we're out in Main Street, people are leaving, and I see a guy who's a little upset, he's like a little visibly upset, and I smudged him a little bit, I gave him, a little blessing, and he said, oh, thank you, man. He brought it in for a hug. And I just told him, I said, hey, man, I'm glad you're here. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be happy. And I want you to get home safe so you can be here next year. And he just gave like a couple of racking sobs into my shoulder and squeezed me so tight and was like, thank you, man. I needed that. Thank you so much. And he was crying and it was just the most beautiful moment. I don't know what his story was. I don't know why he was upset, but it seemed like those words were what he needed to hear. Absolutely. And it really brought him out of a funky place. And I don't know, it was nice to be able to share that moment of humanity with a complete stranger. Yeah. And who knows how far that reaches. You never know what your impact is on other people.
It could save someone's life.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. I know I've had people that have just their limited interactions have left such an impact on me that I just would love to be able to give that back and pay it forward. Just be the energy, just be the vibe, and like try to help people along. Right. Just realize that there is good in this world, and it's worth experiencing. You don't have to look far or hard to find something horrible, but if you do look, you'll see there's just as much good in this world. There's just as much positivity, and the whole concept of PLURR is alive and well. Yeah. And that's what makes it magical for me. That's what makes me keep going. The EDM scene, like I went to my first forest, I didn't know a single DJ. Right. I didn't know who anybody was. It wasn't about the music. I was there for the people, then the art, then the extracurricular activities, and then the music was somewhere down there. This time, now I'm more familiar with it. So now I know some DJs that I like. Oh, I like this flavor of EDM. Drum and bass. I'm a drum and bass guy.
Did you catch Bass Tripper?
Oh, I missed Bass Tripper, but I was at Sub Focus.
Oh yeah, that was
killing it at Worship. I was at 1991. I call it basically all the individual members of Worship and their big mega show. 1991 was right there at the end of it on Sunday night at the observatory. And I'm so beat. My foot sore. I thought I was done. I'm like, I'm done. I can hardly move, let alone dance. And then those beats would drop with the drum and bass and some of those break beats. And I was start kick stepping, start shuffling. I can't help it. It's just like it moves me. It's like in Dragon Ball Z, you hit that untapped reserve. Right. And just keep going. Just keep going. I love
It's like
it.
a trance. You become the music. Even when you're tired, it just infiltrates your body.
You can't even help it. It just moves you. And I love it so much. That's a powerful thing. And it's so much fun. My buddy E was like, hey, you should drink your water. I'm like, that's a good idea.
Drinking water, and my dog's over here drinking out of my glass. Oh my gosh. We have been in a car for like 2 hours.
I do have a jar of water, some water in there for him.
Oh my
What
goodness.
a sweetheart.
That's funny. How has the music community been helping you personally heal and discover yourself?
That's a good one. I have met so many people through the local scene and as well as the festival scene that I've been able to, it's nice to be able to get out and express myself and have people that I know are non-judgmental and will accept me for as I am.
Yeah.
And there's no expectations to do anything but be myself and just go out and party and have a good time. And it means a lot to be able to just take off all the pressures, all the hats that one wears throughout the week. 'Cause, you got to be the professional. You got to be a good brother. You got to be a good son. You got to be a good this or that or the other.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's nice to be able to take all that off and just put on your party hat.
Right.
And have a good time and have a good sense of community with people that you trust and are just there for a good time as well. And I've been able to expand my friend circle quite a bit. I like I said, just even the incense bit has introduced so many people to me. It's unlocked so many doors, and I love it because I'm a rather gregarious person by nature. So it's nice to be able to talk to people and have a way to, just a reason for people to talk, to go up to people and and at the festivals, everybody's so friendly, and most everybody's so receptive of it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, like I said, a lot of times people are like, oh, I thought you had a joint. Like, nah, just blessings. If people ask for one, I'll give them one, give them a stick. Just get a little trinket to give back to people, a little incense stick. And when I'm burning them, once they get about an inch or so long, that's when I start handing them out.
Okay.
Because with too long, they burn for so long.
Yeah.
It's like a commitment, and people are fucked up and hold it and burns. And,
you burn those big ones.
Yeah, I burn the long ones, yeah. So once they get about this long, I'll start handing them out, especially by the bathrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people really appreciate that.
I'm sure those bathrooms can get pretty gnarly sometimes.
Yeah, they
I'm
sure
always
can.
dreading the porta potties.
Yes.
I will say, last year at Forest, I manifested a clean porta potty every single time I went into
That's
one.
amazing.
There was even once this woman held open the door for me, and she's just like, "I cleaned it for you." And I go in there, there's nothing on the ground. There's like a thing of baby wipes sitting right beside it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I gotta say, they had the porta potty urinals at a couple, like at the ranch and a couple other spots. What a godsend. That's the most amazing thing in the world. Just walk, you don't have to like open a door or anything.
Right.
Just walk right. It's like a face, just like four bros staring at each other, taking a piss.
One of the people that I camped with, we waited for him outside of the urinal one night, and as he's coming out, he's walking with this guy who's going, "Yeah, I was cheering for the champion," and we were like, "Were you having a legitimate piss races in there?"
Oh, boys.
It was so funny. It was my friend's very first
Actual
music
pissing
festival.
contest.
He was like nervous to go, but he fit right in and
I
had
love
so
that.
much fun.
I love that.
Everyone should experience it at least once.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom even was watching. I got back and called her she's like, "I've been watching so many videos from Forrest on TikTok, and if I was younger, I'd want to go to that."
I think it's for any age.
I told her she just wouldn't
It's
do
just
well
a
with
number,
camping.
yeah.
She wouldn't do well with camping. But she would have so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Rent an RV.
Yeah, right? That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. I hear the RV part has good afters too.
Yeah.
That's from what I understand.
I want to say Boogie D had an afters there this year.
Okay. Shit.
I know at Bonnaroo, it was John Summit doing an afters at the RVs when everything was closed down.
That's cool. We had an RV. We had afters in my buddy's hippie van that I was telling you about, the panel van they converted to his hippie van. We had our own little afters in there, just like 6 of us.
I didn't hit any afters this last weekend.
I got decent sleep. I got 3 hours, and 5 hours.
Oh man, I got great sleep this weekend. Since my sister gave me her Pathfinder, I've got like one of those Japanese floor futons that I folded over into a twin size mattress. I got like a solid 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single night, which is unheard of.
I'll say, what's that like?
Not sleeping at all at festivals.
I got like 6 hours Thursday and Friday night combined.
I've definitely had weekends where I've hardly slept at all. Like I worked summer camp back in 2023 and I decided to send it last moment to work green team. I slept like 2 hours, then drove 7.5 hours up to Illinois, and I didn't sleep for the next like 4 days. And then by the time like Saturday night, Sunday hit, I slept for like a solid 10 hours. Right. No one could wake me. I was sleeping like the dead.
Oh, that was me. So after Of the Trees on Sunday night, I did my little incense bit as long as I could. I had to convince myself to stop. Like, look, you have to stop. You have to leave. It's time to go. And so I finally stopped. I go back to camp and I say my goodbyes to all my people because I'd already packed up in the day. I'm like, I'm getting out of here right now. I'm going now. I don't want to be here another night. I want to shower. So I packed up. I drove my car like an hour south. Ended up going to get to Grand Rapids.
Yeah. To
the same hotel we stayed at on the way up, which was nice because everybody else ended up going back to that same hotel too. But I got there at like 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, paid a little extra so I could have the extra, like pay a little extra for early check-in so I didn't have to check out till like Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
I had like more than 24 hours in the room. I just took the longest, hottest shower I could stand.
Oh, I bet that was great.
And crashed for about 10, like you say, like 10 hours I was out. By the time I woke up, my group chat, another couple of my friends from the campsite were already at the hotel. And the other couple were on the way. They were like, hey, we're going to stop by and shower. I'm like, fuck yeah, I got y'all. And so they came by and showered in their room. And I was like, look, I'm hitting the road, so here's my key. Y'all can just sleep in the other bed in my room. So they crashed in there. They, got the, it was nice. The room got used extra. They got some extra sleep, some good sleep, before they really truly started the road trip home.
That's really nice. Last year, I literally, the girl I rode up there with slept in the passenger seat while I just drove us back to Tennessee right after the festival. But this year I was fortunate. I made a friend up in Muskegon, and we stayed with him and went out to Lake Michigan.
Yeah,
oh my God,
beautiful.
It's so beautiful. I got some really good pictures.
Nice.
And then we went to his work, Rad Dad's, and they had like these fancy tacos. I got like a bulgogi taco.
Yum.
And they had these crab rangoon. It was like a deconstructed crab rangoon.
Oh, cool.
So it was like a plate of crispy strips with like the cream cheese on it and sauce drizzled all over. Oh my gosh. Definitely the way to do it, to be able to rest after the festival before making that long drive.
It's so crucial. It's so necessary. I drove as far as I could. Like I said, that was about an hour. And it just turned out that everybody, because there was the same hotel we stayed at on the way in, so we all just kind of congregated there organically. That was nice. Hung out a little bit, hit the road, just made that long ass drive.
How long is your drive from here
about
to
12 and a half hours.
12 and a half.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a drive.
Yeah,
mine's about 9.5, 10. Yeah. Do you do any other festivals besides Forest?
Yeah, I'll be at Lost Lands.
Oh, nice.
I
haven't done that
It'll
one
be
yet.
my first one.
Yeah.
And our same group that did Forest this year is doing Halloween.
Okay.
And so they're trying to convince me, like, come on to Hula, come to Hula. And
If you go
I
to
haven't yet.
Hula,
I haven't decided yet.
If you go to Hula, use code Electric Honey, you'll get $20 off of your ticket.
All right.
Yeah. I've got a code for that one this year. Yeah, I'll be at Hula this year. I went last year for my first year, and I gotta say, out of all the ones that I've been to, it's got a similar vibe to Forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The Suwannee River, you get to swim in
It's
it while
just,
you're there.
South Florida, and I get it's Halloween, but it's still hot. I know.
It wasn't too bad, and then you get the river during the day. You
Okay,
can
that's
swim in
nice.
the river, and
nice.
so the Suwannee River is so full of like tannins and antioxidants. It looks like you're swimming in black tea.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's magical, and it's
Did you go to the water park at Electric Forest?
no.
Oh my God, it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
It's totally. I went on Sunday when it was that scorcher, when it was so hot, and it was amazing.
I'll have to check it out. I was fortunate enough. I had an artist band this year,
Oh,
so we had
cool.
like there was like a little pool party going on in the artist
Nice.
area. But I tried to get in the pool one day, and I put my legs in up to my knees, and it was like painfully cold. It was so cold. I was like, I didn't want to get in it.
That sounds like my kind of pool. I'd have jumped right into it.
Yeah.
Yes, give me all the cold water.
I saw like maybe that day I saw maybe 3 people in the water total. Everybody else just had their legs in it up to their knees.
Yeah, I'd jump in that cold. Oh my goodness, it sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
I got spoiled this year with my artist band.
Oh, I bet. I can only
Shout out to
imagine.
Golden Goddess.
That's awesome. I love Forest. If I could only do one festival every year, it's Forest. That's my number one. It is.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's so good.
There's a lot of like ancient spiritual energy in
Yeah.
those trees.
Yeah.
There's lots of magic.
I like being in the trees.
the synchronicities that happen there. I mean, I experience it at other festivals, but nothing like the Forest.
It's an incredible place. It truly is unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
And it only got better. Like, that's the thing is, like, as much fun as I had in 2023, it just got better. I don't know if it was because I was more familiar with what to expect and what I was expected of me, or what I expected of myself, rather. And I was more familiar with the layout. I still got lost in the forest.
Yeah.
Like, one time in particular, I was supposed to go to the silent disco to meet up with a buddy I met in Florida.
Yeah.
And we both like the old school break beats kind of stuff, like DJ Baby Ann, DJ Icy, that old drum and bass scene from the early 2000s. Shout out Gulf Coast, baby. But he said there was like this old school Florida break beats DJ doing the silent disco. I was like, fuck, I love break beats. Hell yeah. And it was towards the end of the Tiesto set, so I wandered off. I'm like, I'm gonna go find this silent disco. I did not find the silent disco. I got lost. I found parts I had never even seen before. I don't even know where the fuck I am right now. I thought I knew the place. I thought I had been everywhere. No, I found some new place. I got lost. I was so tired, and I found a hammock that was open. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit in this hammock.
Hammocks are life-saving.
Oh, they're crucial. And you just pop in the hammock and lay back and just look at the beautiful
I love
lights
how
in the trees, the way the wind moves.
they sway, and I love how like they seem to just kind of like fit perfectly in with each other. Like they're meant to go together. It's just magical.
There's a bit of canopy shyness amongst the trees, so there's like good gaps between the tops of them, and the way they would in the wind.
It's like they dance
It was
to the
just
music
magical.
too.
Yeah, it was so great. I absolutely loved it, and just watching the lasers and the colors and the changing and the wind. And it's just, even when you're relaxing, it's one of the most magical things. It's so hard. You have to convince yourself though, because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
You get hit with that FOMO.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want to miss because. But it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're missing something else. That's one thing about these festivals. There's always 1,000 things going on.
You can never catch
you can
anything.
Never know. So be grateful for what you are catching, because no one's going to have an experience like yours.
Right.
Every experience is unique. As much people as many ubiquitous experiences there are, like looking at the beautiful statue of the lady with the projector on it by the Sherwood Court. Everybody spent time watching her. She was beautiful. But how you got there and what you did between here and there, between the Tripoli stage and that Sherwood Court, how the path you took, the people you spoke to, that's just one of the magical bits of forest. Is you never know who you're gonna meet. You see all these costumes, from the most elaborate, expensive, like highly detailed cosplays to just the cheap little matching T-shirts for the group of everybody wearing the cow print, and you go moo, and they all go moo, or you see the duck people, they go quack 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 quack. I love the interactions with people. You can talk to anybody about anything.
Right.
The random compliments that people give each other.
I love that.
Oh my God, you're so pretty. I love your hat.
Right.
Your hair looks so good. I love your outfit. People are just so nice all the time. That's my experience. I saw one person get angry. She was at the water park. She was angry about something that an employee said, and she was kind of going off about it for a little while. And at first I was just like trying to avoid her energy, and I don't want to be around that. She's negative, she's being negative, I don't want to hear it. And she kept doing it, and we were about to get on the shuttle, and she kept doing it. And I said, hey, best thing you can do right now is let that shit go.
Yeah, seriously.
It's done, it's behind us.
Happened, can't change it, move forward.
Woosah, what happened? What can you do about it now? What can be done about it? Just let it go. And I did a little incense for her, and she goes, you know what? You're right. That's,
oh my God, Shadow.
It's not very PLURR. I need it. And she, I don't know, she checked herself and she woosah, and I think it was a little bit better, but just
good.
It was, sometimes we do need a little bit of a check,
Yeah, absolutely.
And I saw very little of that though. I saw hardly any aggression. I didn't see any fighting.
Good.
I did see someone get tackled by security.
Oh my God.
Don't know why. That will remain a mystery.
It must have been for a good reason though, because I gotta say, security and even like the police at Forest have good energy.
Everybody was super friendly. Every interaction I had with them, which was minimal, was all positive, nice.
Yeah.
I had cops thank me for the incense.
That's sweet. I love that.
One time Carolina breakaway. This was in May of last year. I was doing the incense. It was Excision was headlining, and badass, by the way. And it was like 5 minutes before it was done. So outdoor festivals in Charlotte, we have a strict noise ordinance. 11 o'clock, it's done.
Yeah.
So 10:59 is usually when it finishes. So it was like 10 till. And I knew it was about to end, so I positioned myself right in front of the exit gates with the incense. I light up all the incense I have left. This is multifaceted. I want to bless as many people as absolutely possible.
Right.
I'm also trying to find my ride home.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
I saw they go, Steele, there you are. I'm like, I knew I'd find you.
Just follow the smell.
That's right. Well, one cop comes up to me and says, hey man, what is that? That smells amazing. I need that. And I was like, oh, it's Nagchampa, and it's a blue box. And he pulls out his little notepad and he's writing it down. And he's like, Nagchampa, the blue box. Where can I find it? Like, any head shop, bro. Any head shop will have it. And he was just so thankful and just like, this is the most amazing. It was like, oh, I love this smell. It's so pleasant and calming. And I'm like, that's why I'm here, man. That's why I do this. That's why I do it, man. And if you talk to a cop at Forest, they'll tell you that they had to go onto a waiting list to be able to work that event.
Yeah, there's like a senior. I've seen people talking about it on the Forest Facebook group. There's like a seniority, and they have to like apply and volunteer for it.
Yeah, it's like a big deal.
Everybody wants
to do it because it's so much fun. There's very little as far as like, you're not doing crowd control. The crowd
Right.
basically is under control.
Right.
It's not a bunch of drunks fighting each other. The worst thing they have to deal with is, you know, they see somebody like making a transaction.
Right.
That's what they're here to step
Right.
on, like people selling and, you know, just people being flawed. Like if people, I'm sure there's somebody getting drunk and aggressive somewhere. I didn't happen to see it anywhere, thankfully. That at 2 years go, that's 2 in a row I've not seen any.
Right.
Like I've seen other festivals where I definitely saw fights, you know, but this is not a part of the forest. It's not a part of my experience at the forest. Right. The most negativity you'll see is like a couple that's kind of getting into it.
I saw a couple getting into it.
Yeah. A couple getting into it.
Yeah. Music festivals just kind of have a way of bringing out certain aspects of relationships and making you reevaluate, is this what I really want?
It'll bring a lot of things to a head.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this what's going on? And because it's just an extreme environment, and there's extreme acceptance and extreme love, and sometimes when you're already in a tenuous situation, I don't know, you kind of realize what you could have better, I think.
What is meant for me, what's not meant for
exactly,
me.
Exactly. And maybe you come to a realization that he actually kind of sucks.
Yeah. I actually saw a Facebook post leading up to Forest. Somebody was like, why is everyone breaking up before Forest? And I was just like, realignment.
Yep. I saw after Forest, I've noticed in the Facebook groups a lot of misconnection posts.
Oh yeah, I posted one of those after Bonnaroo.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I went to this speed dating event, and I ended up meeting someone that wasn't there for speed dating. We talked for a really long time, and then I ran back to camp really fast without getting his number or Instagram like a
disappeared.
dummy. Yeah, and so I posted a misconnection. I was like, I believe in festival magic, and then we reconnected.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's outstanding.
I'm pretty sure he's in Charlotte, so I'm hoping to connect with him while I'm here.
Beautiful. Fingers crossed.
The universe just has a way of working things out.
The forest provides.
The forest does provide. Yeah, no, it's so interesting.
Even 1,000 miles away.
I left my house to head up to Forest, and then I saw a 333 pass by me, and his friend messaged me and was like, "Here's his Instagram." So I added him, and then right as I make it to Forest to get my credentials, he messages me.
I love that.
And now here I am in North Carolina. So we'll see what happens.
I love that so much.
That tail is dangerous, Shadow.
Yeah, I've got way too much stuff on that table.
What are we at on that? 32 minutes?
Yep, a little over a half hour. You want to keep going?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, I'm having a good time just talking. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Part of the reason why I go to music festivals is for the community, the conversations, just the connections with people. And that's part of why I want to do this. I want to connect deeper with people, meet more people, travel, help give others a voice.
Absolutely. I think it's a beautiful thing that you've got going here. And I really hope it takes off for you.
I know it will. The universe was supporting me all weekend at Forest, and this is just the beginning.
Well, I mean, you're getting access to these places, and you're doing the right thing and networking.
Right.
And painting yourself a broad brush, getting out there is meant just networking, meeting people.
Yeah.
It's one of the most important things you can do.
Community success is built collectively, in my opinion. And I'm hoping to help others also grow and figure out what they're supposed to be doing. I've kind of always felt like I've never really had a place in society. And through this project, I'm hoping to create my place.
Make your own place.
Society.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, buddy, you're just too big to be walking through that.
He's definitely more comfortable at this house than the house that I came from in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 2 little French bulldogs there, and they were not a fan.
Oh, no. Well, I closed my kitty cat upstairs in my roommate's room. Otherwise, it would probably be a different experience
What are you
for
eating?
everyone.
Hey, what are you eating? The classic dog parent.
Yeah, what are you eating? What's that in your mouth? Nothing?
I didn't feel anything, but he's still chewing. That's weird.
So yeah, I'll be at Lost Lands.
Okay.
It'll be my first time in Legend Valley. I'm really excited about that. I've heard good things about that venue.
I have too. That's
I've
where
heard good things about
like
the festival.
Secret Dreams is too,
Yeah.
right? And the Gathering.
The Gathering of the Juggalos
I'm
has been
trying
there
to get
for
to
the.
both of those.
Look, the first 3 camping festivals I did was the Gathering of the Juggalos in
Yeah.
2008, 9, and 10.
Yeah. How was it?
Like, it was the Wild West compared to the way they do it now.
I'm sure. So
It was a lot different.
I saw ICP at Bonnaroo. I think it's so funny.
They ended up headlining Bonnaroo.
They got to headline and close out Bonnaroo.
They closed out Bonnaroo. Clowns.
My camping neighbors drove 33 hours to watch ICP headline Bonnaroo. It's
Whoop,
so
whoop.
funny. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. But I was like, I've never seen ICP. I'll probably never go to a gathering, so I have to go see them while I'm at Bonnaroo.
Yeah, right.
I even did my speed dating in full clown makeup. Yeah, so I'm super excited for that video to come out.
I love that they were there.
Right.
And that it just happenstance, they closed it out.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I just saw them last month. First
Dude,
time I've seen them in like 8 years.
it was so good. After it happened, I was like, maybe I should go to a gathering.
The Gathering is diminished from what it once was. Now it's mostly their own artists.
Right.
It's a much smaller collection.
I've heard Tech Nine's supposed to be there this year.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I haven't looked into
so
it.
it used to Tech Nine used to play every single year. It was
I haven't seen it
like
yet.
back in the day. It was always Tech Nine, Cottonmouth Kings, and then you would get somebody like Bone Thugs and Harmony, 3-6, Ice Cube, Violent J put together the Ghetto Boys for the first time. He put the Ghetto Boys. That was the first time they performed together as Ghetto Boys in 10 years.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to talk to him about this one time at a concert. We were hanging out backstage, and I was like, yo, man, I saw Ghetto Boys at one of your gatherings. That was like just one of the most amazing things because it was so influential, right?
Right.
And he's like, oh, man, that was so hard to do because they weren't talking to each other at that point. And he was on the phone with Bush with Bill. He's like, hey, how do I get y'all? I want the Ghetto Boys. How do I get the Ghetto Boys? Like, well, you call my manager, you call Scarface's manager, you call everybody's manager, and you just book us for the same place at the same time, and we'll do the show. We'll do the Ghetto Boys, but you got to book us all individually.
Very
And
nice.
that's what he did. And so at that time, nobody was going to that effort to curate their own music festival.
Right.
It was mostly like Bonnaroo and stuff. They were just getting like whatever big bands were on tour and were doing the festival circuit. A lot of the lineup might be the same as the next festival. It's a little bit different. Well, the Gathering was curated underground rap, specifically for old school underground rap heads like Spice One, Warren G, like so many old school heads we got to see there. Ice-T, that one rocked. Afro Man.
Oh, man.
And then you get like the crazy acts like Guar and Mushroom Head.
Guar is fun.
Yeah, Guar is great.
I've
I
seen
saw
Guar.
Guar multiple times. R.I.P. Dave Brocky. And yeah, there was the camping, so there was no separation between camping and venue. It was all in together. And the venue was broken into sections, and maybe like the main stage, no camping there. But at the second stage, there's tents almost all the way up to the dance floor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you live right there. You're just at your campsite watching the second stage artists. It was crazy.
That's wild.
It was crazy, yo. And there were a couple of choke points in there. There was a bridge. We call it the drug bridge.
Yeah.
And that was it was an open market.
my gosh.
Anything you could imagine, anything you wanted, from a pack of cigarettes to fucking blow or whatever. It was just open signs advertising your wares and your prices, anything you can imagine, everything. It was crazy. Well, not everything. Somebody tried to sell heroin out there and got beat up, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't even know why you would want to do something like that
It's not a festival
at an event like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he just thought he could get away with it, and people smacked him up. It was a wild place, yo. It was a wild time. That was when people were doing like Jeffries, putting everything in a joint and smoking it.
Oh my gosh.
Like everything. I didn't touch that. But, oh man, my goodness. It was a crazy, it was Wild West. It was all wild. It was slightly aggressive. It was really in your face. It lacked a lot of the love.
Right.
It lacked a lot of the respect.
Right.
It lacked a lot of the unity that you have in the EDM scene. That's just unmatched. As wild as that was, and as fun and no holds barred as that was, I much prefer today's scene. We have a better grasp on how to do it safely.
Yeah.
And how to do it respectfully.
Right.
On how to include everyone and not just the loudest and the most about it. So
the EDM scene, from my perspective, is bringing back a revival in shamanism, techno shamanism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, music's the great connector. It's taking us back to our tribal roots, where we're connecting in these pop-up cities, living nomadically, and we're communicating with our spirits through song and dance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of my favorite things to do. Magical moments in the forest is when you're feeling the music, you're set, you're feeling it, the music's building up, and you're going crazy. And you see somebody else, and maybe somebody is attracted to your energy, or you see somebody, or maybe the other way, you see somebody that's going crazy, you're attracted to their energy. So you just go up to them, and first thing you do is you make eye contact.
Yeah.
You start shaking, you start pointing, and then
and you just become one unit.
Yeah, you're just dancing together, and then you never get the person's name or where they're from or anything. You just vibe and dancing and raging, and then you don't give a hug. You're like, I love you, man. That was so great. Then you go on about your business.
Right.
So back to your group. Oh, it's what an amazing time.
I had a moment just like that at summer camp 2023. I had taken a couple of tabs of some Deadhead acid, and I was starting to come up during Dirt Wire, and then Les Claypool Flying Frog Brigade was starting after that. I made it to the stage just in time for me to peak for that set. And I had one of those square wave spinners, and I was just flowing to the music. This man dressed as a cat walks up to me while I'm flowing, and he goes, meow. And then he just starts dancing around me while I'm flowing. And then this other person dressed like a monster, like they had this knitted mask covering everything but their eyes, and it had eyeballs and horns over it. They had these monster mitts on. They came over and started dancing with me and Catman. And the three of us just like flowed together as one being for that whole set. And then right as the set's ending, they just vanish into the crowd like it never even happened. And I'm just like, did I just imagine that?
What happened? I really just get down with Catman and the monster.
Right. It was so magical, and I was dressed like a space Pegasus. I had on a unicorn horn and little rainbow wings and a tutu.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's one of my favorite festival memories.
That's outstanding.
The power of psychedelics.
I'm telling you. Well, that's my LSD is my shit. That's my favorite. I go hard on the festivals. I go hard to paint with the acid, and I'll just. Oh, did you catch the Karangavan set?
Oh my gosh!
It was
yes.
so good.
that was one that I was told I shouldn't miss, and I've seen people talking about them for quite some time. And yeah, that set was chef's kiss.
That was one I I had circled immediately. Like before, I was like, "Oh, I'm not missing Khruangbin."
Yeah.
I've been listening to them for a long time, so yeah, I'm just happy to catch them. I wish they would have a little bit more like that psychedelic band type stuff. I guess I'm not the biggest string cheese fan. I'm not a jam band guy.
Right.
Like I'll walk by string cheese and kind of dance a little bit for it, but it's just not my type of music. Khruangbin, they rock. They were so. I like the who was the other one that had like the funky set? I can't remember now.
I would
Art de Soul.
I did catch part. I did catch part of their set. Yeah,
they were good. I really enjoyed their set too. Good, nice, trippy psychedelic stuff. Very chill. It's a nice change of pace because you're not raging and headbanging. You're actually just kind of flowing and maybe just relaxing and chilling. And it's nice, especially at Khruangbin on day 4.
Yeah.
Just kind of relaxed, nice change of pace.
That's one thing I like about Forest is that it's mixed genres and there's all different kinds of energies and experiences.
Absolutely, yeah. I found out that it's better for me not to go to my favorite sets all the time because I'll just spend too much energy.
Right.
Like we said earlier, the drum and bass is just...
You will definitely use a lot of energy at a drum and bass show. Yeah. You like drum and bass. Have you heard of Soul Junk? Mm-mm. So he's based out of Nashville. His name's Nate. He's a really nice guy. He's got some good music out. He's growing, yeah.
I'll check him out. I love my drum and bass.
Yeah, he's all about drum and bass.
I love
he
helped jungle. Love it.
He helped put together a bunch of pop-up shows after Bonnaroo got canceled in Nashville. Yeah.
I'm sure that was necessary.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like they had all of these pop-up shows and most of the people that went to Bonnaroo couldn't make it to them because they sold out before we could even get off the lot of Bonnaroo.
Yep. Wow. Wow, you're from Nashville, right? So
yeah, the Nashville
Bonneville's
area.
like your backyard.
Bonnaroo's like an hour and a half from my house.
Oh, that's
this
nice.
This year's the first year that I've ever done it though, because for me personally, the lineup's just kind of been for the ticket price.
That's how I've always felt about it. It's an eclectic. It's a big bag. It's a big mixed bag.
Yeah, and the festival isn't as art focused or interactive as other festivals like Forest and Halloween. And it's also being from Tennessee, it being in the middle of June, the weather's extremely hot on a farm, hardly any shade coverage. It's just never really appealed to me.
I get that.
I tried to go in 2020, but then COVID happened.
Nobody went in 2020.
Yeah. So this year was supposed to be my first year, and I got a day out of it.
Got a half a fucking.
But I got to do that speed dating thing. I got to plug the Electric Honey Pot. I met someone. I met some friends that I actually met up with at Forest, and that gave me money to get home because I wouldn't have had gas to get home had they not given me money.
Right.
Yeah, so it all worked out the way it was supposed to work out.
I love it.
I just feel bad for the people that they didn't have something like Forest lined up after. It was just Bonnaroo and disappointment.
That was the one festival that they were going to was Bonnaroo. I know a couple of people that were at that. They were their big deal. Oh, there's these two girls locally before they left, and they were all panicked. Well, we're getting this, that, and then Bonnaroo. And I was like, oh, y'all have so much fun, and they were stressing out. Got rained out.
It's so crushing. I mean, festivals are a reset for so many people because I mean, just society's just so draining. There's so many expectations, and then you're expected to like slave your life away for very little money just to survive.
Just for a pittance, so you can go pay your rent. You get taxed at every end of it.
Yeah.
Anything to make me forget that I'm a corporate wage slave.
Right. Right. See,
even just for a day or two.
I personally feel like festivals are a great example of what society was meant to be before colonialism kind of fucked everything up and capitalism took over.
Yep.
But I also think it's a good blueprint for what society could be if more people would open their minds to it.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. It's genuine community, people taking care of each other instead of saying, well, I struggled, you have to struggle too, you know?
Right. This has been awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for talking with
Absolutely.
me. It's been a great conversation. It's been a lot of fun. One of my first episodes.
I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored. This is outstanding.
Yeah, no, I knew I had to talk to you. The universe was like, here. And then that bee tattoo, I noticed you've got that bee over there too. And that's
Absolutely. I have lots of bee tattoos.
I know, I've been noticing as I've been talking to you.
Yeah.
And that's like my main synchronicity that I've been following. I won money on a scratch off ticket by following bee synchronicities on the way home. I love it. I'm wanting to get some black and white honeycomb with like neon drips all over it with bees as like a chest piece. Yeah. Tattoos are expensive though.
Yes, they are.
That's why I got a bunch of like really bad ones that are done by friends. But it's about the story and the memories.
That's right. Yeah, tattoos are, that's why this guy's not quite done yet. One day we'll be finished with him.
I just want to be covered.
Yeah.
Be a piece of artwork.
You know, once I get this sleeve done, then I'll consider something else. But right now, I want this sleeve finished. Right. And then I'll start eyeballing my, whoa, this is kind of empty.
Once you start, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Well, we'll go ahead and close this out. Thank you again so much for talking to me and having me. You're doing good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Purifying the air. I felt the good energy every single time I saw you. You just had the biggest smile on your face.
It makes me so happy. Yeah. It makes me so happy. And so there's a point where I start, I'll be looking for people to bless. And then once the tide comes in, like I mentioned, I won't even see the people. All I'll see is the cherries and the smoke. And I'm just, oh, hey.
I love that. I love that. Out here doing the Lord's work.
Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you at my home and meeting you at the forest and everything in between.
Our paths are going to cross again.
Absolutely.
I know it.
I'm looking forward to it, Autumn.
Well, I'm also looking forward to it. I love you so much.
Oh, I'm grateful.
I'm grateful our paths crossed.
Amen.
You're a good person.
Thank you so much.
All right. So I'm grateful you're here, and I also love you. If you're looking for a music festival similar to Forest, since Forest is already passed, Halloween coming up, Halloween weekend this year. Definitely use my code Electric Honey. You'll get $20 off of your GA ticket, and it includes your camping.
I'll probably be there.
Yeah, it's a great experience. Come feel the magic for yourself. There's nothing like it in the world. You just have to experience it. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, month, year, and life. Stay curious. Bye.